Hey guys, what's going on? Russell again. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I do tons of different reviews on different services like stocks and options and future services. And today I'm looking at livetradepro.com. So this service is something I found when I just typed into Google stock alerts free trial or something. So I'm looking to do all the different ones that have free trials before signing up for them for the premium version. So this one came up. It has a 7-day free trial. And it was close to the top in the Google search, so I thought it would be a good one to check out and see if it was something I might be interested in pursuing a little further. So this is the website, pretty basic website, nothing too salesy on here, pretty straightforward. I noticed they claim to be really popular, so did you know over 30,000 people, including several professional full-time traders, follow tracker trades each day. So I didn't get that impression when I signed up for this thing. You'll see why once I show you in a minute. But what I realized, this guy is called Scott Smith. I don't know if that's a real name or a fake name. There's no data on him. It doesn't even tell you in on the website that's what his name is, as far as I can tell. You find that out once you sign up. There's no track record that you can verify. There's nothing about this guy, Scott Smith, and let's face it, it doesn't sound like a legitimate name, right? Smith being the most popular surname. Anyway, so I looked him up, Trade Pro on Twitter and on StockTwits. So if we look at StockTwits, this is him, Live Trade Pro, Scott Smith. So this is him, Vermont apparently, and this is where he's getting the 30,000 odd followers, right? So 31,000 followers on StockTwits. So granted, that is a decent amount, right? I mean, that's decent. He posts all the different charts and things here, you can see. So he's obviously a technical trader, using lines of support and resistance and volume, that kind of thing. So that was his StockTwits. So, I mean, 30,000 followers, pretty impressive, right? But it kind of makes it sound better when you say here over 30,000 people follow track. So immediately you think maybe they're in the service, but they're not, or at least they don't look to be. So I signed up and started to get his emails and stuff. Let me see. Doesn't look like I've got my email open. Let's check this one. Yeah, here we go. So this is, get rid of mobile closer. So this is the guy, Scott Smith. Signed up and basically got bombarded with emails all day, email alerts from him. So I'll start at the beginning here. By the way, the cost of this is $159 a month, so it's not a cheap service by any stretch of the imagination. So let's see what is in here. Here's how to get access to the chat room. I found the chat room's not really worth it. What I've been using is the email alerts, which are really good, right? So he sends out these emails saying what stock he's taken, and I'll go through that in a sec. Let me just check the thing. So what he offers a live private Twitter feed. I'll show you that. He sends the same email alerts to his chat room and to your email, so you can get these if you're busy at work or whatever. You can actually just get them to your email, which is pretty nice. One guy seems to run this service, this Scott Smith, so it's very uncluttered. You get the emails and the alerts just from one guy. There's about 15 a day though, from what I've seen, so it's quite fast. There are a bunch of day trades, and it looks like some of them are swing trades as well, but a lot of day trades. So I do like that. I like how there are a lot of alerts because you can pick and choose. I also like the style of the emails. Let me just try and find all these things again, get to my email. Let me show you like what comes on every email. So here's one. So he just wrote the ticker. He's obviously in this position. Taking profit at 72.50. Some news about an offering could go higher, but these often go lower. So position closed. So this is actually more information than some of them, and I'll show you some of the worst ones in a section. But GLBE, taking profit. So sometimes they're not very elaborative. This one actually is better than most. So here is the entry. So you went from 53.38, and that was forwarded from July 6th. So that's kind of definitely a longer term swing. So it's August So it was in July and it's now September, so that was quite a hold. So he held that swing from July 6th all the way to here. Taking profit is 72. Yeah, so quite a while. But he got a decent gain on it, 20% or 30% or something. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, that was one example of a recent alert over the summer in swing trade. Here is what I like about his emails, is on every email he has this blurb where he sort of reinforces what you should be doing. And it's something that everybody who's in these alert services should be thinking about, is you want to make sure that you're set up for success, right? So he puts 2% maximum risk. So he has quite tight stop losses on these, which is really cool. All of his setups seem to have 2% max risk and then 10 to 20% or more for the upside. So that immediately sets you up quite well if you're cutting losses at 2 or 3% and your winners are getting to 10 to 20%. There's no indication anywhere that I've been able to see though, like what his success rate is. Like, is it 80%, 50% success? We don't really know. So that's definitely not a great thing to see in the service. Anyway, in every email he puts all this blurb, which is pretty cool, basically saying like all the tips and tricks that people tend to not do and lose money with alert services. So no chasing, keep your stops tight, all this kind of stuff, how to best use the charts, how to use, make sure you go to the Twitter feed. Like, so he clearly is trying to anticipate all the mistakes that a lot of subscribers probably make. So live alerts are not sent every day, but rather when I consider it to be an exceptional opportunity. So far I've seen a lot of them. Maybe there's days where there's none, but I've not had any issues with not getting enough alerts, that's for sure. Probably too many. So all these tips about diversifying, being patient, all this, if you're new to trading, or this could be pretty useful information to get hammered into your head every email. So here are some of the things: 5 to 10% within 2 or 3 days, 12 to 15% within 2 to 3 days. Take profits, when to take a loss. So this is all good stuff. So I was quite impressed with the diligence in the emails in terms of that kind of like tips and tricks and things. The emails themselves, though, the alerts sometimes are lacking in specificity, easy for me to say. So, for example, coin 262.29 bounce attempt, very high risk. It's like, okay, not too helpful. Let's do another one. Figs. This one, Figs 41.87, high risk, potential support around 10-day. So, not exactly super duper deep due diligence here. Not clear if it's a swing trade, a day trade. Not clear why he's getting in here. Maybe he's looking for a bounce at this. So it's a little bit vague sometimes. So I'm not that impressed with a lot of the stuff that comes out with the alerts. Here's another one. DLO. So he did about 10 today. Pretty much all of them were losers. Small losses, like 1, 2, or 3%. But I wasn't super impressed with the success rate. But of course, all these services are really hard to actually pin down to, if you can actually copy them anyway. So I don't always just I don't judge a stock alert service based on performance over a short period of time. You really got to look at it for months and months and see if it fits your style. Anyway, that's the email alerts. The chat room wasn't very useful for me. I looked in it, just kind of the same as what you're getting on the live Twitter feed, although the Twitter feed's actually better. Let me show you the Twitter feed. Here we go. So this is a private Twitter feed that you get access to when you pay for the service. So not everybody can, follow this guy. Sorry, I'm on the StockTwits page. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the Twitter feed. So you can see, we'll look down here. This is the sort of tweet he's putting out. The stock has always been volatile, but for now still intact. So it's an update on PLTR. So he draws these lines in, he sees charts. Let's see. Also just like observations, which I wouldn't necessarily pay for. DLO, decent close, lower volume. All about the follow through now. So there's just like commentary. Honestly though, this commentary is not much different from something you can get for free from any other account on Twitter or StockTwits. So not super duper amazing. So yeah, overall not super impressed with the service. I think it sounds good. It's expensive for what you get though. I think 150 odd bucks a month. Not the best value for money. But like I said, I do like his style in that he's a technical trader, day and swing. He does 3% stop loss, a target of 10%. You're kind of left on your own for that though, so you've got to be able to manage these trades yourself. Certainly you wouldn't be able to do these if you were busy at work. Most of them are day trades from what I can see. So the Twitter feed is nice. It is a clean commentary, but it's hard to be paying for the information that's coming out when you can follow tons of other great traders on Twitter or stock twits and get the same information or similar information. It's extremely active, so if you're looking for dozens of trades a day, it could be something you might want to try. There's a free trial, a 7-day free trial, so that's definitely worth checking out if it's something that you might want to try. I'm not saying it's not good. The service does seem good, but there's nothing that really stands out about it that makes me want to pay the 150 a month for one guy. I think that's one of my biggest problems, is it's one guy. I don't really know much about him. I can't really tell if he's a great trader or not. There's no proof. There's no verifiable track record. There's really nothing. His trades seem to be average at best from what I can see. I don't really like his emails particularly. I like the blurb about reminding you to manage your positions and everything, but the emails themselves are pretty blunt, and I particularly don't like when it's a losing trade. He'll just write something like PATH closed, like he is really kind of brushing it under the carpet. There's no like, oh, it did this, or I was hoping for this. The emails don't have the most friendly feel to them, and I knew a guy who was doing alerts who did a similar style, and I didn't really trust him. So anyway, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that. I'm not going to stay past the free trial, but yeah, go and check this guy out if you're looking for some day trades. Seems about the same as every other service out there, so nothing particularly exciting, but maybe you like the idea of the private Twitter feed and the email alerts. It's kind of cool. Alright guys, thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.